uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yo, big shout out to everyone that's in the building, the WCF supporters. You already know. This is supposed to be the presser. So once again, they're running the pre-credits, the promo as they always do. Hopefully everybody's on deck right now, and no one is they still waiting on somebody. This press conference is taking place in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be watching Showtime, which is, I would behoove you to do that so you can get the presser as it. So we're waiting for to take the stage for a second time on their press tour to promote their fight. Now, recently, as you already know, there's been some buzz going around where you can say that the chariot has been making its rounds. You know what I'm saying? To find the lost slipper that's out there. What I mean by that is that people are feeling some type of way. He had 2 fights at 140, and he has rehydration clause to the point where he is not allowed to rehydrate above 140 with 10 pounds over the actual limit. So from 136 to 146, okay? To be honest with you, the first time this, you know what I'm saying? Anything like this has happened in boxing. A second take outside of Spence Crawford. You know, this provides us with a second snapshot of 2 names that people can now focus their attention on. For a quick minute, it was Crawford Boots. And now it's on Gervonta Davis and Garcia. All right. So with that said, this is my thought, and it'll continue to be my thought. If you've been following boxing long enough, this is not the most detrimental situation that you've ever seen. It's not the most extreme, none of that. Just a simple rehydration clause coming from the A side, right? But I do understand that we living in a Charmin tissue, goddamn wet, soft, marshmallowy type of damn era where people pick and choose on which fighter that they want to support and which fighter they want to hate. Seriously. That's just the way it is. They pick and choose which fighter they want to show love to and which one they don't. So in this case, they picked Ryan Garcia to hold in their arms and coddle and make sure he has that Johnson baby lotion, you know, make sure he's fed, make sure he's burped. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather see a fighter any other type of situation, be lowballed, given very little purse to go in there, the biggest fight of his life. So it's okay to steal from someone, to wish bad upon them, to basically say, "Oh, you're not worthy of that type of money." You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve that. It's okay to sit up here and do remote negotiations on how you feel and what you feel that fighter should get for a fight of this magnitude. I guess that's better. I guess y'all feel that's not something that's physically demanding. Yeah, it is. It's physically demanding because boxing don't have a retirement plan. I'll repeat that over and over again. Boxing doesn't have a retirement plan, homie. Boxing does not have a retirement plan. So, knowing that boxing doesn't have a retirement plan, you have to look at it in a sense that maybe the era that we're in right now, maybe they was milked off a different type of, maybe their diet is different. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the cream items. Maybe we're not living back during the Ali Frazier days, Foreman, you know what I'm saying, Hagler, Leonard, Duran, you know what I'm saying, Sanchez. Maybe we're not living in the Ike Ibuchi days, you know, James Toney, Roy Jones. You know, we're not living, when I say living, our mindset as content creators, I don't think a lot of you all are living there only if it becomes convenient for you to talk about it. I cannot believe how many of y'all up here crying that the A side, all of a sudden, the A side, when it was Errol Spence Jr., he can do anything and everything he wanted. He deserved to have the fight in Texas. He deserved to freaking sit here and negotiate and give Crawford whatever he wanted. He deserved. And Crawford should just sit there, learn how to be the challenger. You know what I'm saying? Take less money. Humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? All that shit was coming out. But now all of a sudden, we hear all this goddamn whining. Motherfuckers are complaining about Gervonta giving a rehydration clause. He said 10, bro. He said 10 pounds. And y'all sitting up there, in order for him to be great, I'm going to tell you like this, in order for him to be great, he shouldn't have to put no rehydration clause on there because he should just do. I'm talking about what Spence should be doing. I didn't hear you all telling what Errol Spence should be doing to accommodate Crawford, bro. These are the entire freaking land. He deserves it. Give him none. He don't need to accommodate Crawford with nothing. Did you hear them talking about? Can y'all remember throughout that entire process if they even said, you know what, it's okay for Crawford to get this. I believe he should get this right here. I believe he should get that. No, it was everything that they believe Spence should demand upon Crawford. That's what it was. Now comes Gervonta Davis with a rehydration clause and the weight. And they feel like that is just, oh my God, the most malicious freaking stipulation. As if nobody else, like Pacquiao, nobody else, Floyd Mayweather, nobody else, Canelo Alvarez, nobody else has ever put a stipulation in their contract dealing with rehydration clause. They just was gonna have one in there for Eubanks. Chris Eubanks Jr., they was just about to have a freaking rehydration clause. I didn't hear the outcry. I didn't hear motherfuckers crying, running in the street, hitting themselves in the head. Oh my God, this is a travesty. What does boxing come to? I'm done. I'm not supporting. I didn't hear none of y'all saying that. But you want to come to the aid of King Ryan. I get it. You want to come to Ryan Garcia's aid because you think, you know, Gervonta is a bad boy and he can defend himself. So therefore, you want to make sure you support the young guy. The guy that you can maybe hope desperately to get some of his social media followings. I can't make this bullshit up, yo. This shit is incredible disappointing. Incredibly disappointing. Real talk. This is incredibly disappointing, y'all. I'm telling you, it is incredibly disappointing at the end of the day. Because, I'm saying keep the same vibes, keep the same, you know, energy that you had before last year and years before that, even with the Deontay Wilder situation. Keep the same energy and everything. Don't falter from that. Keep the same energy. But don't let us see your hands so blatantly that don't pour the whole glass of hypocrisy out so quickly, bro. Don't do that. Let me see what this press conference talking about. Like I said, this is their second press tour. The previous one was in NYC. All right. And so the person was supposed to start at 4 o'clock time, and it's not. So therefore, they must be waiting on somebody. You know what I'm saying? They must be waiting on somebody. What's going on, Lil Flex? Lewis the first on deck. What's good with it? Yeah, but this is something that I'm not shocked. I'm just looking at this shit as, man, let the hypocrisy reign, man. Let it continue to saturate the YTC on how, these need to pick and choose who they want to support when they want to support them. That just goes to show you it ain't all about boxing. It's all about who they like the most. It's not all content creators, but it's about who they like the most. You know what I'm saying? Who's being a good boy? That's all. They want to know who's being a good boy. If you ain't being a good little boy, then it turns into, it's supposed to be about resume. He has a resume. Davis has a resume. Ryan Garcia doesn't. But they consider him to be a more popular fighter with all the IG followers. And now they want to say, okay, we're going to sit up here and be advocates for you, Ryan, because we feel like, we feel like you are what we expect. You are a role model. Well, damn, that's funny. If you want to talk about role models, why were y'all sitting up here supporting Spence so heavy and not Crawford? You still going with this? If you want to talk about who's been doing the good, just take what Crawford's been doing, and let's just take what Ryan Garcia's been doing. Crawford has done more, way more than Ryan Garcia, and treat the sport with respect and dignity, right? And have an honor system to the sport. That's what Crawford does, right? Ryan Garcia is not so much different when it comes to integrity. He keeps integrity with the sport and do what he's supposed to do. But when it comes to the dynamic of Crawford Spence, no, the good guy doesn't get the love that Ryan Garcia is getting. He don't get the love. He get the hate. probably the shade of his skin. You know what I'm saying? Because he's treating the sport the way it's supposed to be treated, right? Per subliminal, the transparent Bible. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He stays in the gym, stays in shape, everything you want. Now, Gervonta Davis does that too. Gervonta gives you what you want, but he has some hiccups outside the ring. But his resume speaks for itself. He's a superstar right now, right? He gives you all the dang climax and suspense that you want in the ring. Epic. Epic. But when it comes to Spence, when it comes to him being an A-side and he won the titles, he's giving you outside the ring troubles. But people tend to support him. Why, y'all don't have no more love for Gervonta Davis only because he's not signed with Floyd? Leonard Ellerbe was at the press conference. You still think they don't have nothing to do with it? Maybe the promotions got something to do with this. He got something to do with it. But y'all don't want to, fuck with Tank no more because what? He's not hand in toe. He's not hand in toe with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is still in the picture, y'all. He may not be signing him directly, but he's still in the picture somehow, some way. So I don't know why y'all so quick to just abandon Gervonta when he's giving you what you want in boxing to somebody who's trying to give you something in boxing. So if you're going to show all this mad love for Ryan Garcia because you think he's a good guy, then you should show that same but higher regard for Terrence Bud Crawford when you start sitting up here advocating for Errol Spence. Come on, man. Y'all need to make up y'all fucking mind, man. Y'all are confusing yourselves. Y'all confusing yourselves, man. If it's two blinders, you just pick and choose. Oh, no, we don't want to take the one. We want to take the one that's fucking up outside the ring. Okay. And then you turn over here. We don't want to take the guy with the accolades and everything like we did Spence. Because Spence got the accolades. Gervonta got the accolades. All of a sudden, we want to turn our backs on him. We're going to support the guy that don't have the accolades. Why? I don't get it, bro. I don't get this shit at all, man. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. We're waiting. Let me see what's going on out here, bro. What's going on out here? What's going on out here on the YouTube? Let me see if I can I'm going here strolling a little bit. Mm-mm. Did you say something? I can't hear you, son. So we waiting. While we waiting, this is gonna be the second press conference. This is gonna be held in Los Angeles on the West Coast, LA, and I'm curious to know what's gonna be said, vice what I heard yesterday. I think it's very important to see what the mindset is on if anybody spoke to Ryan Garcia about the situation. Um, from what I understand, I don't hear people talking about is that while they're complaining about a rehydration clause, from my understanding, both fighters are on that rehydration clause of 10 pounds. So the divisions themselves are 5 pounds apart, right? 135, 40. Lightweight to super lightweight. Both divisions are five. I mean, from lightweight to super lightweight is 5 pounds. Now, the weight clause, the rehydration clause, is still allowing fighter to rehydrate above, a weight class they're not even fighting at. Gervonta is not fighting at under 135 pounds. They fighting at a catch weight of 136, right? So you get 10 pounds to come in at 146. Both of them have to be 146 or below. Now, what's wild about it is that I am hearing certain people saying that Ryan Garcia should just say, F it, come in, take the fine, come in at the weight you come in at, and try to get the win. You know what I'm saying? That would be some unprofessional shit. Because the same standard you hold Gervonta to when he missed the weight on the scales, you gotta work each other's weight. These fighters is coming in no weight. You got to hold them to the same standard, not just make it some type of counteractive defense strike for Ryan Garcia to come here just because y'all want to pout about a rehydration call and then say, you know what, teach him a lesson. Come in at the weight, take money and go and beat his ass. Okay. It's not a good look, real talk. It's not going to be a good look, bro. It's not going to be a good look at all. Let me check this out right here. They trying to FaceTime Ryan Garcia live. Man, they trying to FaceTime him live by looking at him from a camera view. It's crazy. They trying to FaceTime Ryan Garcia watching the balcony. He declined it. So Ryan Garcia is on the balcony of his hotel. I don't know if he's trying to wait till Gervonta get there first, but you know what I'm saying? He's on the balcony. He's not at the dang arena. I guess he's trying to do a quid pro quo. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to say, okay, you did it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. You know what I'm saying? So he's shadow boxing now. You know what I'm saying? He's shadow boxing now. Went back into the room. So I mean now we getting double petty. Now y'all need to talk about Ryan Garcia the same way you talking about Tank. Tank was late, so Ryan Garcia is gonna stall out Tank. You feel me? I'm not saying about it. I just want people to keep the same energy. That's all. Keep the same energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jay Ready on deck. What's good with it? You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is boxing. So when you talk about, you know, who's doing what they supposed to do, who's staying within the lines of boxing ethics, morals and principles, know this, that this is supposed to start at 4:00 now, and we're waiting almost an hour. So who's doing what? Two wrongs make a right. If it was Ryan, look, if it was Tank coming in today late again, then they'd be like, hey, you know what? Two wrongs don't make a right, Gervonta. What do you think about showing up 2 days late press conference? Ariel Helwani is trying to find Garcia live. He did it. He did it. That's respect. That's respect. That's respect. That's respect. Ryan Garcia hit Ariel Helwani up live on the air. That's respect. So Ariel's instigating the situation. Oh, so he said Tank better start showing some respect before he make them. So he sees Tank. Ryan saying he think he sees Tank downstairs. So Ryan said Tank looks even smaller from seeing him up, well, whatever floor he's on. I mean, so I respect the fact that Ryan hit Ariel Helwani up. First he declined, then he called him back. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's media shit. He feeling some type of way about Tank, you know, standing him up the other day. That's cool. That's cool. So they're going in the room now, and they want to stay there until Tank get in the building. So allegedly, Tank has showed up at the building out late, and I don't know how long it's gonna take Garcia to get to the arena. To I don't get to the arena. He might get there. He might make him sit there 30 minutes. So he said Tank better get some professionalism before he make him, you know, respect him. He said he felt he was disrespected. So Tank better get it together because he gonna make him respect him. Hey, all you gotta do is show up on weight. Don't use up too much of that energy, brother. Don't use up too much of that energy. You gotta cut weight now. Ariel Hawani is known to be an instigator, though. Ariel Hawani got away with that shit for a while until they start shutting him down. He was instigating shit. That's real talk. You know, him that he was the instigator, bro. So waiting, people hit the button, and it's all good. See, Ariel's claiming Ariel is instigating again to my when Caleb Plant came up there. He's um, you know, Caleb was supposed to dap him up, and he reached out for that, and Caleb left him hanging, so he's dead to him. See, Ariel, you like instigating. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be walking the other way when they see it, because you like instigating. I don't consider myself an instigator. I just consider myself a responder, a first responder. That's all. I just consider myself a first responder, man. Tag team 7-7. Man, come on, man. We are waiting patiently for this presser to begin. We are waiting. We are waiting patiently because I guess Garcia is walking up and he's saying Gervonta, he felt disrespected that Gervonta was late, so he better make him respect him. I see it on the face off. I'm gonna tell you something simple, Ryan. If you really want to get your fans, your base is at freaking the go kart center. They're playing in the jumpy balls. Your freaking fan base is like 9.5 years old to about 22. You know what I'm saying? 22 years old, something like that. But peep this out. The only thing you have to do is in the face off. You got to give him something physical that he's giving other people. You have to have the cojones to go up there and try some shit that that may be repercussions. Hey, there are going to be ramifications, consequences, repercussions for your actions. But if you want to prove to yourself that you can go up here and punk Gervonta Davis and put your life in danger, go right ahead. I feel some type of way about the club, man. Let's pump this up a little. Let's go back to the old school, man. Make it rough. Let's get that Lennox Lewis, Hakeem Rockman, moving furniture. Let's do that. Let's give him that Terrence Crawford, Jose Benavidez. We're still waiting. We are still waiting. A little closer. They say the participants are sitting down. Let's see. Let's see what it is, man. Okay, here we go. Here we go. They're introducing the fighters now. Thank you, Jesus. They're introducing Ryan Garcia now. Ryan coming in there with a. I wonder, does he have any type of props in there? He just want to bring. I know something's going on. I know something. Yeah, he's taking some out the bag. Let's see what's going on with the bag. See what he has in. Joe Goosen. Let's see what he got on today. Be more zone. Mr. El Chin Checker. Ryan Garcia, he's dressed casual. Let me see what Tank got on today. Let me see. What we talking about? What fashion? He got the ice on, just in black. What I'm looking at. I like the leather jacket, man. That shit hot. That shit hot, man. I ain't gonna lie. That leather shit is booming right now. It's getting physical. They're getting physical. I told you. That's what he needed to do to get his cover. You know what I'm saying? That's what they need to do. Stay in the pocket too long there, Garcia. Stay in the pocket too long, touching the motherfucker. You're going to get your ass slapped off stage. oh. Just pop him on the chin. I could have sworn Gervonta just popped him on the chin. I could have sworn Gervonta popped Ryan on the chin already. They letting him talk though. I like it. Let me see. Don't tell me Gervonta pop you on the chin. Tank pop you on the chin. Yeah, I think he did pop him on the chin. That was a good face-off. That was intense. That was better than yesterday. Ryan's a little bit emotional in his feelings because he was stood up. So, you know, either way, both sides, I like the energy. You know what I'm saying? I like the energy. It seemed like Tank caught Ryan on the chin with a left hook. And Ryan started this shit out of I hope I gotta go back, man. I gotta go back and clarification. Oh shit. Oh, he didn't hit him. He didn't hit him. He missed. Gervonta tried to let that look on his ass. Look, I'm glad he missed because if Ryan would have went down on stage, then these little crybabies on YTC would have been crying. Come out, Gervonta snuck him. You know what I'm saying? He sucker punched him. Then they would have had something else to cry about. They would have had something else to cry about. If Ryan down on stage, and they was hyping that shit up because you know Canelo pushed him and shit, and the man was in a suit. They didn't say anything. But if Ryan Garcia would have got hit just slightly, oh, he's barbaric. He's a thug. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Y'all wasn't crying like that for Canelo, bro. B Hop is talking to him right now. Oscar on deck at the podium. Nice color blue. He ain't lying. You know, he does have legacy. He wanted to thank Tank Davis for won this fight. I mean, Ryan Garcia for won this fight for years. Oscar say the fans are going to win at the end of the day. The fans are going to win. I be who I be. What up? What up, OG? Keep grinding, listening in at work. You heard? No doubt, no doubt, man. Appreciate you. You know, be outside, be safe out there, brother. Leonard Ellaby on deck. They running through this presser. They are not wasting time. They speeding through this presser right now. Ellaby said this fight would definitely end in a knockout. Definitely end in a knockout. I'll link up with him on that. I'll link up. It's definitely going to end in knockout. Oh, Brian, you a capper? Steven Espinosa come up there, get a head nod, and get right to it. He says boxing has a lot of momentum. Hmm. He's talking about Tim Zoo, Tony Harrison. They've been a Vides Caleb Plant. He said he got 9 fights in 11 weeks. None of them Errol Spence. None of them Errol Spence, of course. So this part of it between Ryan and Gervonta, being that they have a day, they're a day removed from yesterday. They had a moment to sleep on what happened yesterday and what was said, and then it was a pretty intense face off in the beginning. So I'm pretty sure that what they have to say to the final presser in LA is going to be much different than yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, I'm digging the other jacket though. That shit's yeah. Shout out to Joe, man. Had the opportunity to meet him in Nashville, Tennessee. Talk to him a little bit. Joe Goosen said that Ryan Garcia is one of the most unique boxers he ever trained. He said he has a special fighter in Ryan Garcia. He said if he wasn't in the corner, he'd be pay-per-viewing it. But since he's in the corner, anyway. Yeah, shout out to the Watsons. George Mathis in the building. Okay. Calvin Ford on deck. A shirt fire Calvin got on. They get to LA, they go right to the boutiques to shop. They had that shit lined up. They had some outfits ready. Calvin asked Gervonta, he asked Ryan, is he willing to bring that, You know what I'm saying? Is he willing to bring the best out of Gervonta? Haven't said that boxing is dead, but it's coming. And he's highlighting, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta, of course. He was the best for both fighters. They're going to do their thing. They're going to put on the show. What he's trying to say, Kevin said, let's do this here. Let's do this, y'all, here. So what he's trying to say is, y'all make weight, okay? They got that Versace on. Yeah, we want to hear from the fighters, man. I want to see if Ryan gonna whine again, and let's see if he can pick up any more fans on the YTC to help him freaking get through his diaper rash. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he able to get through his diaper rash. Ryan Garcia is on deck. Ryan says it's a big event, but he knows he's coming out on top. To conquer the moment. Fight happened. So stop complaining about shit. Let me see if you're gonna complain about this shit. He said she remains firm before he got knocked out by Deontay. Gervonta is telling him what else than a left hook. Gervonta said you're not a complete fighter. See, Ryan said you got to complete a sentence when you get up here. So they're going back and forth. So they're going back. Oh, tank is up. Tank is up. Tank is up. Tank is up. Oh, now he brought it up. That is. That is. He said Gervonta had a purse on yesterday. Gervonta said he had on heels. This has turned out to be good. I like this LA. I like this LA Heat. I like this LA Heat. This is gonna be interesting. Ryan might catch one on the chin. Look, it's good Ryan's decided to step up, but he's still whining about weight draining. Gervonta say Bernard, Oscar, and Joe Goose is gonna have to pick him up come April 22nd. I promise you that. And he sat down. So that was short, sweet, and to the point. They in that Cali heat. They in that Cali heat, shawty. Ryan said he's gonna run that. Ryan said the left hook blessed by God. Ron talking his shit today. He's much more active today. He's better than Rolly. He keeps adding God into it. And question is how Ryan Garcia is going to keep Gervonta off of him. he said Leo Santa Cruz. he, he said Leo Santa Cruz put his hands on Gervonta. And Gervonta said, what happened? Leo Santa Cruz. He's still sleeping. You right behind him. That's the classic. That's the classic, bro. This is going to be fire. Fire. Gervonta said he's putting on a front for the people. Because they asked him what he seen when he faced and front. Now he about to cap. Okay. Right. Stay in character, dog. They asked about him and whether he thinks his place is in the sport. Gervonta feels he's not. He said Canelo is on his way out the door. Make that weight. Make that weight, Garcia. Ryan's looking tired again. The adrenaline dump. The adrenaline dump. Nope. Nope. That's it. Oh, so they are doing a group shot. That would be where I step in and get that group shot right there, line that up. Not this time, next time. I would have got that group shot. You know what I'm saying? Put it with my portfolio. He said Uncle Phil vibes. God damn. Uncle Phil vibes. Let me see who I see out there. Let me see if I see anybody on here that's out there. Where all these content creators at? Let me see where you at. You got the presser. Let me see where you at. Just trying to recognize the body. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Are they gonna do ones? I mean, media scrums. Are they gonna do media scrums? Ah. Finally, they mentioned it. You know, Caleb Plant and Canelo was way worse, but you know, they get that. Okay, they're giving him another media, but it shouldn't really be with him on be on the floor because Ryan's just looking off. You know, he's just looking off into the distance. He ain't really trying to get no media right. Saying he probably you can tell he had an adrenaline dump. He got off what he wanted to get off. He had in the beginning, and now he's feeling back the way he was yesterday. Seriously, that's what it is, bro. He ain't really trying to do any media right now. I mean, he's feeling some type of way with 44 days left. I get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not feeling the best. Shout out to everyone that tuned in. Y'all give me your thoughts on the presser. I would definitely like to know your thoughts on the presser. Ariel gave yesterday's presser to Gervonta. And then they're gonna say today, Ryan. I don't know if Gervonta is doing media after it. Ariel one is bigging them up. Yeah, I would agree this time. Oh, Tank is doing media. Tank is doing media on the ground level. That's the best way to do it. You know, ground level, so everybody can get their freaking their questions off instead of standing on stage. That's how you can get it. It's great for video. It's great to be on the level of a person and and conduct a media scrum. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He brings up Crawford and Spence. He said this would will look like if both them. I think it'd be much more energetic, electric if it was Spence Crawford. Seriously, it'd be much more electric than this. because they have so much to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? They have so much history to talk about leading up to the point for which they finally be able to do a press tour. So remember, those of you, um, remember the last time they was talking about this fight in October and they haven't been announced yet. You know what I'm saying? So they did 2 press tours back to back, 45 days out from a fight. So a fight can be pressed. You know, they send the media out back in 2 different areas, East Coast and West Coast, with 45 days out. Remember, I told you that. This was a perfect example. This was a perfect example of that. They can basically promo a fight 45 days out. We seen it play out in the last couple of days. Real talk. Pretty much just up here to the post presser with them. Appreciate everyone. Mark Nash was on deck. What's good with it, Mark? I was just basically listening to the afterthoughts, dealing with the press conference. You know, it's pretty much like I said. They promoted this fight with 2 press tours, which is good. The fight is going to be April 22nd, so that's pretty damn close. That's one of the areas that they was talking about last year for Spence Crawford. It wasn't enough time for them to be in a month before to promote a fight. And you remember, Steven Espinosa said we still got enough time. You know what I'm saying? It's not totally dead. You know, and this is a perfect example. This is March 8th, all right, March 9th, and the fight is April 22nd. So 45 days out, they did 2 press tours successfully. And now, you know, it's back to camp. It's back to the foothold. It's back to the damn, you know, the grind to lose that weight. Now, what I was trying to explain to people about the rehydration situation, you know, Ryan Garcia brought it up again. He said, you know, why are you trying to weight drain me? So that's his calling card to make an excuse before the fight even happens. He feels some type of way about him being weight drained. To him, he feels he's being weight drained. Instead of just talking about the fight, period, just keeping on boxing, that you're gonna knock him out and all that stuff. All whatever else you saying about weight drain, it just seems like excuses to me. I mean, you're not the only fighter that has stipulations for rehydration, but you seem like the only fighter to keep on mentioning and whining about it. You signed the contract. You saw all of that in details. Your legal team looked this over, manager and everybody else. You seen it. You seen it, bro. So right now, people looking at you like, you signed the contract. Now they trying to determine if you really gonna make it to the ring, or if you just doing this just to bring some clout to yourself, bring some extra needed attention outside of the artificial intelligence that you got on IG, and you know, see if you actually make it to the ring. Because the way you acting, it's gonna be tough for you to make 136, and then you really want to go out there and eat and chomp down some steak and come back in here like 154, 55, you know, 158, 60, 68, whatever you're trying to come in at, and believing it's bigger, you'll be able to take the punch. If you're bigger, you'll be able to take the punch. I mean, come on, a fight is a fight, right? A fight is a fight, bro. You the B side. You know, you talk about fighters making sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? It happens, you know, plenty of times in the past. Fighters making sacrifices. So therefore, you at a point right now, you're the B side, and it's not even like you and Tank are not adhering to the same. Tank has to rehydrate the 10 pounds too. That's it. He has a gap, a window of 10 pounds from the weigh-in. Now your point is you mad because you've had 2 fights already at 140. So you feeling some type of way about having 2 fights, and you feel like you should be obliged, okay? You should be accommodated because you had 2 fights at a higher division. You know what I'm saying? Like if Tank wouldn't have went down there and fought Leo Santa Cruz, you would have probably brought up the fact that he missed weight on the scales. And you would have used you as a comparison and say, you know what, you're trying to weight drain me. You know how it is to cut weight. You miss weight on the scales. You remember when you missed weight on the scales? You had to move up to 135. But hey, he couldn't use that because he moved up to 135 and then he went back down to 130. So they can't use that. They got to use something new, current, active. And the only shit he can use is being a crybaby and talking about weight draining somebody. Bro, you chose to fight. You signed out there to all these you know, the daycare that's trying to sit up here and coddle Garcia. You want to come up to the big leagues. You want a damn crossover. You want a level change. It's your time, bro. This is your time, there, Ryan. You got the biggest fight of your career. You think they supposed to accommodate you with VIP concierge service? You just supposed to step up here in the biggest fight and say, no, I want everything that I want. I want to be able to come in as big as I want. I want to be able to get the purse split I want. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to have a catch weight, a 140. No, let me 139.5. I want it as closest to what I'm feeling comfortable with. I don't want any type of adversity. I don't want to have to damn really dig deep and go through the dark side to train for this fight. I think with Ryan Garcia right now, he's more focused on losing weight than he is to stop from losing this fight. He's more focused on losing weight. He had to bring it up again today, so that's going to be his concern. It's going to suck for the next 44 days. It's going to suck. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen. If you're going to come in overweight and freaking take the penalty, you know, and be unprofessional, so to speak, because he was talking about professionalism yesterday. Or is he going to make the weight and then try his hand and trying to go out there and shock the world? That's going to be a tall task for him, though. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a tall task, bro. That's going to be a tall task. Going to be a tall task coming from a Tank. But, you know, it's you're going to have to really be smart. You're going to have to really use your ring IQ. And right now, man, you far from that. Real talk. I mean, you're just far from it, bro. I'm not gonna put a damper on this fight, but my word is, from what I hear out here on the YouTube community, from some of the channels, is that they trying to run a daycare. You know what I'm saying? They trying to run an orphanage. They up here whining and complaining about the rehydration clause of Ryan Garcia like they never seen it before. They never seen it. Every other fight we just went through in the last 7 months in 22, all the stipulations and BS that was placed out there on Crawford. But yet these people want to come over here and whine about freaking Gervonta Davis putting a stipulation clause in there. He shouldn't do it. It's unfair. Where did all this come from? Where did all this shit come from? Where did all this come from? I don't get it. Like, y'all trying to go for the good guy in this case? Because y'all didn't want to go for Crawford. Y'all trying to go for the good guy? Y'all trying to say, oh, man, we know his resume don't add up the Tanks, but we just want to go for the good guy. Now, look at him, man. He hasn't did anything. He's a clean-cut guy. He's a clean-cut guy. So Crawford's not a clean-cut guy. You know what I'm saying? He don't take the sport serious, right? He's not always in the gym maintaining weight. But they run a smear campaign on him. But Ryan Garcia goes up here. He doesn't have the credentials that Crawford has. But yet they're going to put him over Gervonta Davis as far as popularity contests on YouTube. They say, oh, we don't like what he did. They're up here whining and blowing snot bubbles, all because he was late. You want to talk about goddamn Charmin? God damn. You want to talk about motherfucking Charmin? Well, explain yourself then. Don't just say the weight draining is garbage. Explain yourself. Be more clear, man. If you're gonna drop the comment on here, that's not doing nothing for me. You know, you gotta go a little bit more in detail about the weight drain. You know what I'm saying? If not, don't leave the comment then. You know what I'm saying? Be a little bit more specific. Let me take this down. That's over. Be a little bit more specific on what you're talking about the weight drain, man. And why is garbage all of a sudden? It's funny how when it comes to heavyweight fights, people don't even think about the weight difference. You know what I'm saying? They don't even think about the weight gap that heavyweights have fighting each other. A fighter can be in the 200s while another fighter can be in the 300s. And none of these casuals even speak about that. You know what I'm saying? But yet in the lighter weight class, they'll tell you, oh man, it's not healthy. It's not healthy to cut weight because of your brain. So much goes on neurologically with your brain, the amount of water that your brain holds, and not being able to rehydrate properly. You got to rehydrate and let the body eat. Look, in MMA, I don't hear about this shit, bro. I see mixed martial artists goddamn weight draining down to a lower division to take a fight, no problem. No problem. It's been some crucial weight cuts in the MMA. We had Darren Till that had a crucial weight cut. They had to call it off because he said he was going blind. You had Chris Cyborg had a very, very crucial weight cut. Kevin Gastelum at one point in time was missing weight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it gets to a point where certain fighters, they do have weight issues. But we're talking about Jose Aldo that contended at featherweight most of his career, and then he dropped down to bantamweight at his age. This dude dropped down to bantamweight at his age. In my 40s, I was in the 200s. And when I was competing, I was like 185, 186, bro. That's what I was in high school. That was in my 40s. That was in my 40s. And you're talking about shredded. So it all depends on what you put in your body. It all depends if you know your body or not. Once again, I bring this up too. When Tank Davis, when we was heading out of 2022, and we found out the Tank was going to be fighting Hector Garcia in 23 and Ryan Garcia, when they were supposed to fight in January, and then Ryan Garcia pulled out because he didn't want no injuries or anything. Let's look at January. Okay, he had December, January. Matter of fact, let me go back just a little bit more. Hold on for a second. Hold up for a second. Give me un minutos. Un minutos. So Ryan Garcia's last fight was July 2022 now. July 2022. July 16, 2020, stop him around. 412, right? You take from July until the time, you know, roundabout what this has been talked about in 22, about him facing Gervonta Davis. He had ample time. I know the contract was just signed so to speak, in 23. But I'm telling you, like, you kind of had an idea this fight was going to happen. Ryan Garcia had an idea this fight was going to happen. So his last fight was in July 2022. Now, all of a sudden, the contract gets signed, and you have a problem with weight. You have a problem with weight. Did you think you was gonna get the biggest fight of your career and then turn around and get all the accommodations that you ever had in your career? And the biggest fight of your career, you thought as the B side, you was gonna be able to get every bit, line for line, being the B side. I don't know who he was talking to over there. Canelo might have been right, homie. Canelo might have pegged you right. You might think you're entitled to a lot of shit you haven't earned, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Ryan might be, he might think he's entitled to a lot of shit he ain't earned. Who gets that type of service, man, at the biggest fight of your life? And you get and what you want in the contract. Who does that? Which fighter do that? You know what I'm saying? Did that? Canelo? I'm not feeling that at all, bro. Dang, somebody came over here, left a comment and left. Why you left? Why you run away? Swat Jones on deck, man. What it is. At WCSOG. Salute. I didn't get it. I'm going to the notification deal because I don't want to sound like other people. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good. You saw the presser, no doubt. There wasn't too much going on over here. I was just highlighting some points that they made over there, and speaking about the presser. Tank and 10. I know you called 6. I thought you called 11 the other day. I thought you was the one that called 11. Or it might have been somebody else. I thought you called 11. But that's where I'm at with this, man. Ryan Garcia, I'm pretty sure his people was telling him, hey, you're going to be able to get the fight. We just have to wait the Tank get out of this Hector Garcia fight, and then you up next. So he fought Hector in January. It's March. I mean, you wasn't in camp trying to drop that weight? You didn't have any idea that this fight might be in your wheelhouse right now? You want to sign no contract? I thought Tank Davis was the undisciplined one when it came to weight. That's what they were saying. I thought he was the undisciplined one, bro. Now all of a sudden, Mr. Flash, Mr. Walk around with his shirt off, Mr. Do, all those bag drills. Maybe you need to, do more cardio and stay out in front of the camera. Stop making videos, dog, and drop those pounds, man. You know what I'm saying? You at 160 right now, dog. You need to go ahead and hit that motherfucker, dog. Drop those 24 pounds, bro, and make weight. Don't come in there getting fined. Talking about, man, F it, man. He tried to weight drain me. So my team said, forget it, man. It was too dangerous for me to get down to that weight. I don't want to hear that shit, dog. I'm going to put you in the hot grease, man. I don't want to hear that, Ryan. Don't come over here talking about what my team said and they felt it would be beneficial to my health if I came in overweight and get fined. Don't do it, bro. Because, look, that's possible, y'all. A fight of this magnitude in Vegas, it's not being called off. But if you want to give money to Tank because you came in overweight just to prove a point that, you want to come in here and be as comfortable as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? With the extra weight on there, feel comfortable as you possibly can to have that armor, that extra armor. Then you better go in there and prove that you not losing all that weight was a benefit, that you was on to something. You better prove it. You go all that test to not pass the test. And in the middle of the square, he put you to rest. You're going to be looking real crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You better come in there with that armor And you better do something different than what we expecting. Well, I'm expecting. You know what I'm saying? You better do something different than what I'm expecting, bro. That's not true, man. That's not true. You saying they didn't let him do the tune-up? That's not true, bro. You just going off what you hearing on the YTC, man. Ryan Garcia said he didn't want to get injured during that fight. So check this out, brother. So if you're bringing up that, right, you're saying that they didn't want him to take this tune-up fight. And Garcia's on record is saying he didn't want to take the tune-up fight because he didn't want to get injured. So what you're telling me, he can bring up stipulations in the contract about being weight drained, but he's not going to bring up if Team Davis didn't want him to take the freaking tune-up fight? Come on, brother. We better than this. We better than this now. You trying to tell me if they was putting stipulations on him not to take a tune-up fight, he won't mention it? And it's long gone. Hey, by the way, they didn't want me to take the tune-up fight either. They want to weight drain me. And they didn't want me to take a tune-up fight so I can have a fight around the same time he did so we can be on the same window. No, he said he didn't want to get injured. Come on, bro. Come on, man. No, he said it. He said it during the presser. They asked him. They asked Ryan, what was up with you with that January fight? He say, I didn't want to chance it and get injured, hurt a hand or something, so I didn't take the fight. So you think if they didn't keep him from making that fight, he wouldn't have brought it up like he's doing the rehydration clause? You think he wouldn't have brought it up? Yeah, he would have brought it up. Yeah, because that's what type of time he's on. He's on that, oh man, I want to place the blame on somebody. I want to, make the excuses. This is going to be a tough weight cut. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, come on, bro. He put it out there. He put it out there, brother. Don Dot on deck. Salute to you. What's good? I don't really know, but that could be right. It must have been hearsay from YTBC. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know how much you watch the channel. I'm telling you, it was hearsay from the YTC. It was absolutely hearsay. I'm telling you, and it's verified. I told people when it came out that wasn't true. And he verified it in yesterday's presser. He said that he didn't take the fight because he didn't want to get injured. He didn't take the fight in January. That's his own words. So why would he, hold some type of integrity with that, which has nothing to do with Team Davis now? You know what I'm saying? It didn't have nothing to do with Team Davis, so he let us know. You think it would have been the other way around? He wouldn't have let us know? Yeah, he would have let us know, man, because he talked about the damn weight issues, the rehydration clause. He would have let us know. But this was simply out of their hands, and he felt like he didn't want to get injured. So just think about him getting injured with a tune-up fight and missing out on a Tank Davis fight. So when it comes to paychecks and legacy, did he make the right decision? Hey, I think he made the right decision to go ahead and fight Tank, man. That's all I'm saying. I think he made the right decision, Rick. Seriously, I think he made the right decision. Yeah, I agree. A legacy fight, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody knows that. Anybody who follows the sport, just, I'm talking about 30%, 40%, take it serious. They know this is a big legacy fight for Ryan Garcia, who doesn't even have the numbers. He doesn't even have the championship cachet that Tank possesses at this time. He doesn't have none of that. But yet he's provided the opportunity, the grace to square with this man in one of the boxing meccas, Vegas. T-Mobile, dog. His fan base get to come together. Tank's fan base get to come together. And that's as epic as it get right there. That's as epic as it get for a fight like this. And what's wild about it is that we didn't get Crawford Spence. Now you have the media and you have them promoting that the winner of this fight is the face of boxing. That's wild. It can only be one face of boxing if they're going to call it that wins this fight. And that'll be Tank. If they're going to say the face of boxing. In other words, they're trying to tell you if Garcia wins this fight, he has one fight that catapulted him to the top. Now, is it impossible? It's not impossible for them to characterize Ryan Garcia as the face of boxing, or to even try to throw him on the pound for pound list or something. I don't know. I don't see weirder things, especially with Tyson Fury, Deontay. Deontay got no credit for all the defenses he had. Tyson Fury came back from his hiatus and, talk about mental health and shit. He won. They put him on the fight of the year. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a man who had Sefa Safari, Francisco Pianeta, and then followed Deontay Wilder in between that, right? And then Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallin. Now you tell me the heavy hitters in that group outside of Deontay. So with this Ryan Garcia situation, they're looking to try to have somebody as a successor that they can start feeding this damn money into. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit up here and look for a pretty boy that they can get a hold to. That's how I'm saying when it comes down to the face of boxing. Are they really gonna show the Gervonta Davis, he wins? Are they gonna be telling him he's the face of boxing? Because you still got Crawford out there too. And then what's crazy about them saying it's gonna be the face of boxing is that it would be much more of a highlight, so to speak, when it comes to the media, and putting that tag on the winner as if Tank was on the pound for pound list. That would make it even greater. Just like Lomachenko was on the pound for pound list when Teofimo Lopez beat him. You know what I'm saying? They put Dimitri Bivol on the pound for pound list when he beat Canelo. Juan Estrada was already on the pound for pound list pretty much when he beat Chocolatito. I'm just saying. It'll be even greater if Tank was on the pound for pound list. Seriously. In all honesty, you want to talk about this fight being having a little bit more to it, a little bit more fire to it. If Tank was on the freaking pound for pound list and Ryan Garcia was trying to go for everything, the entire package, legacy, pound for pound standing for the first time, all that. But the biggest catchphrase that they can put out there is the winner of the fight would be the face of boxing. Let's be honest. Are they really trying to have Tank as the face of boxing? Are they really gonna start showing him love like that? I don't see boxing doing that, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I mean, these people are funny, bro. I don't see them doing that. If I had to look at it, I think they're gonna, hope, pray, and get the shaman. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go to the highest priest, and they're gonna pray for a freaking Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury upset. I'm telling you. I said it about Deontay Wilder and Fury. I said Deontay's gonna have to be perfect going in there, defending his title for the 11th time. He's gonna have to be perfect. They're gonna have to have everything taken care of. And then, the fallout. He didn't feel right. The towel came in, and the rest is what it is. It was just one of the biggest scandals you can imagine. But That didn't stop them from putting Tyson Fury all over the damn magazines. And I'm gonna tell you, they hoping and wishing that this fight ends exactly like that. They looking for an upset, man. I'm telling you. I was just looking at the replay of them facing off or whatever. Yeah, I was looking at that face off when they was going back and forth. Yeah. King Mitch on that. What's good with it, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good? What you think about the presser? I like this presser today than any other. What is that? Yeah, I like this presser than any other presser. Real talk. Tank grazed his chin and almost knocked him out at his second press conference. Ryan actually thought he had a moment there where he was able to avoid the left hook. Now, of course, we're talking about with a leather jacket on and whatever else he had on. It was hilarious, man. It's almost like Ryan eyes got big, say, "Oh shit, he grazed my chin and I'm still standing." Wow, gee willikers. Joe, you saw it, Joe? Did you see it? Oh my God, B-Hop. Oscar, you see it? Like he was really inside, jumping up and down. You know what I'm saying? Clapping his heels together like, I did it. I took a punch and I'm still here, y'all, with no gloves on. I'm still here. Fuck it. Let's not do the goddamn gloves. Let's go bare knuckle. Let's do bare knuckle. I survived. No, he didn't try to knock you out, okay? I don't think much if they're pressers. You can tell someone was in their ear to add more excitement. Yeah, probably gas from social media after seeing the first. Hey, absolutely. You right on the nail. Hammer to the nail. You right on point with that. Yesterday it was soft. You know, you're talking about NYC where they known for being active. You know what I'm saying? NYC known for being active out there. You know what I'm saying? That's not a quiet place. You know? So it fizzled a little bit. But today they got in that California heat and you know, Ryan Garcia was talking his shit. I ain't mad at him. And Tank was talking his shit back. So they did what they were supposed to do, man. It's just, I think with the people, they're not sure if Ryan can live up to any of what he was talking. Like, he has some good comebacks. I think he was rehearsing that shit. You know, the shit he said about, you know, the unicorn and all that. I think that people kind of gave him some one-liners to talk about with Tank to make it interesting about him wearing the purse and stuff. Um, it just seemed a little bit rehearsed, but he said, you dressed like you shopped at a 2001. Well, guess what? The 2001 fashion is back in. They always have those transitions, bro. You remember when these niggas was wearing skinny jeans like that? And then they didn't go all the way back to the baggy, but they went back to jeans to stretch and that doesn't look like skinny jeans on you. You know what I'm saying? Fashion is fashion. It goes in and out, bro. And so some of them older fashions, man, they're coming back. You know what I'm saying? The big leather jackets, the Fonzie jackets from Happy Days. Yeah, bro. Princess LaGuardia felt safe in front of his family, though. He did, didn't he? Hey, he talked this shit. But listen. He's going to need ring IQ in there, man. Fuck everything else. His ring IQ in one night can't catch up. Even if he lands a punch, you got to prove that your punch is just as good or even better than anybody else that's landed a punch on Tank's chin. You know, he gotta prove it, y'all. Come on, man. He gotta prove it. You know why? Because he dropped Tago and he couldn't finish him, y'all. Come on, man. Let's not play like that just wasn't last year. He fought Tago in April of 2022 and went 12 rounds, man. He went 12 rounds with Emmanuel Tago, bro. And what y'all gonna say? Because he was from a different country? He's from a different country? What was it? Because it was in San Antonio or whatever? You know, he had some jet lag. I mean, why couldn't he stop Emmanuel Tago, bro? If he got this crazy amount of knockout. And then Javier Fortuna obviously wasn't in shape. And he went 6 rounds with Javier Fortuna. So you're going to come in here you're going to come here and fight Tank, right? Who you had the opportunity to have 2 fights at 140. You're going to come in here all of a sudden and spark out Tank quicker than you did Fortuna? Seriously? Seriously, dog. Come on, man. The venue definitely told them, y'all got 15 minutes. Shit was quick. Oh, it was, man. They was rolling. They said, we're not going to have that bullshit that happened yesterday, man. Y'all got to get in, get out, and people got to catch their flights. You understand me? Because people had to spend extra money trying to get accommodations to get over here. You know what I'm saying? It was some people that probably arrived. They didn't even have a chance to damn put their luggage up. I don't know. Yeah, they did give him that timepiece, didn't they? Queen Cap had a rhinestone Urkel suspenders with helium balloons in his cargo pants. What he talking about? Hey, man. Once again, Ryan Garcia is playing with the people's. What they saying? He playing with their emotions, so to speak. He's playing like he's dressing down. You know how people go to court? They may be accused of a violent crime, right? But when they go to court, they dress down. That's Ryan Garcia. Before, he was all about the ice and he was wearing sweaters. Look how he came in. You know, I'm gonna create a thumbnail on Ryan Garcia on how he looked when he came in there against Javier Fortuna and the way he looked when he came in here against Tank with the presser. Totally different. Because he know Tank is gonna wear what he wear. So he was like, man, I'm not wearing no jewelry. I'm not doing anything. He didn't wear anything. He had a big ass black jacket on the other day. And he's trying to look like he's the new 2023 Fonzie. He's trying to look like, hey, happy days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. This motherfucker trying to look like goddamn, you know, he was Fonzie, Henry Winkler and shit. He thought he was Henry Winkler. He wanted to be Henry Winkler yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And dude coming here trying to dress down in California. I want to cater to my Latino boxing fans today. Damn, dog. Bernard alluded to Tank not wanting to fight when asked about rehydration clause. That's why I don't F with Bernard. He be saying wild BS. Niggas be bonded because he's a Hall of Fame fighter. Not everybody believes him. All the shit he says. Not everybody. There's a lot of people that don't really, they get close to him with, partial audio. You know what I'm saying? They turn down the volume. Internal to the cochlea. They turn off the volume. They turn down the volume a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like they tried not to catalog all the damn transmission that's coming from B-Hop. If B-Hop feels that Tank didn't want to fight because he put a rehydration clause in there, the simple thing was, Tank could have moved on and got some bigger fights than Ryan Garcia. Seriously. He could have moved on. If Ryan Garcia didn't want to sign a contract, he could have moved on and got some bigger fights. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. Let's not play. He could have moved on. But he didn't. Because he said if it wasn't for him, this fight wouldn't be made. Okay. You was the one that was calling him out, though. Without the credentials. So you stopped calling him out, and then you had to go up here and fight. You know what I'm saying? You had to go up here and fight 2 other times. Opponents is nowhere close to Tank Davis level. And you get up here, and the first thing you do is start dry snitching. Hey, man. This man right here, man. He trying to weight drain me. He putting rehydration clauses in there. And then, he slept on it. He didn't get no sleep last night. He said, man, I gotta mention this again, man, so the people, the West Coast can hear me. Why you trying to weight drain me then? Man, stop whining about it, bro. You either want to fight or you don't. Tank for at least 2 years now. Remember the last time they tried? Ryan capped hard. He did. Look, Gervonta said, I want Ryan Garcia. He put it out there. He said, I want to fight Ryan Garcia. And they say, why? He said, because he has that fan base over there. It'll make for a good fight. I remember. He said he wanted Ryan Garcia, but no, to hear Ryan said it's because of him. He had to pursue the fight. No, nigga, you pulled out, you ducked, and now you had to return because you felt your career was going nowhere. You already ducked Devin. You didn't want to then go over there for that smoke. You stayed far clear. You know what I'm saying? Far away and clear of that shit. Who else was it for you? T.O. moved up. You weren't getting that fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you wanted JoJo. Then from what we heard, I think you tried to say you wanted to fight Stock Cruz. Trying to do something like, no, we want a bigger fight. So they wanted the same you wanted, Ryan. They wanted to fight Tank. They consider you to not be a big name. Eastside Cruz team considered Ryan Garcia not to be a big name. So they went elsewhere. Seriously. Eastside Cruz would not fight Ryan Garcia. Say, man, there's no need. You haven't did anything. You're nobody at the end of the day. So he said, oh. That's when you heard him start moaning like a little baby. And then, oh, come here, King Rye. Let us pat you on your back. Oh, we sorry. I know you feel. I'm gonna make you some chocolate chip cookies and some warm milk. Okay, just sit right there. Somebody put him in the recliner and get the remote and recline him back. Cut on the fireplace right quick. Okay, put on that soft music. Yeah, that's it. Set the tone. Yeah, that's it. Turn on the room humidifier. Okay, all right. Everything good. Yeah, turn on the neon lights too. You're fine, King Ryan? Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy, I am. Goddamn King Ryan. That boy got all the concierge service you can get, boy. I ain't mad at him. Do you, dog? I'm cool with the fight. It's a big fight and all, but I hate now it's being perceived and portrayed as the best fight, the best, and face of boxers depending on the winner. Promo bullshit. It is. It's promo. Because we know, Crawford is still out there. Even though they're trying to get him into the pay-per-view scene, to do an Errol Spence fight. This is a perfect example how people can consume, attempt to just step on you, to forget about you. You know what I'm saying? To cloud the perception that you are still relevant in boxing. You see how they doing? See, even though the shit still with Showtime, they're up there just trying to cascade over the fact that Errol is not in the ring. He's out here getting back tattoos. You know what I'm saying? He's more interested in getting back tattoos. And then with that, since they're not talking about Errol like that, then Crawford gets left out because he's facing a mandatory next. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to act like Crawford still, he's not relevant right now when he still is. He's still relevant. But as boxing goes, like you said, Mitch, they just trying to promo the shit a lot. Like, we all know Ryan don't have a resume. He's not an all-around boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's not an all-around boxer like Tank is. We know that. That shit is true, bro. That shit is true. The ring IQ is years apart. It's years apart, bro. It's years apart. That's all I gotta say. The ring IQ are years apart. You talking about a flat-footed Ryan. He's gonna switch it up. He's gonna be the aggressor. Mr. Flatfoot Ryan, he Mr. King Duck himself. He's gonna be the aggressor. He's gonna sit up there and try to push Tank back with knowing that he has opponents that he's put to sleep off of counter shots. And one thing I like what he said. He said Leo Santa Cruz was touching you up. And Tank said, you see what happened? You see what happened? He's still sleeping. You right behind him. I think that was the classic jab of the pressers. Real talk. The classic lines. I thought that was the classic. Real talk. Even though he stopped Barrios after Leo. You know what I'm saying? I thought that shit was the classic one because he said, you seen what happened. He probably still sleep and you right behind him. Now that is vintage motherfucking trash talk right there. You talking about something you did in devastating, brutal fashion. And you said it to a guy who believed that he has the window of opportunity, just like Rolly, to go in there and land a big shot. And look, even Luke Campbell started to get the timing down of that left hook, and he was slipping underneath it. So what the fuck you think Tank's gonna do? After he start getting your timing down, it's a wrap. Call Santa Claus to come get this gift. It's over. Hey, tie him up to Rudolph. Yeah, just throw him on the back and tie him up. You got some zip ties? Yeah, put some zip ties together. Strap him on the Rudolph. We got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We got to get up out of here. This is brutal. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, shit, dog. Can't be the best fight the best. I don't consider Ryan top 5 in either 135 or 40. I agree. No doubt, Mitch. Talk that shit, man. I agree, bro. I agree. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I don't have him. 135 has some new, fresh, young lions in there. And until he fight the young lions, it's hard. Look, it's crazy, right, Mitch, that not too long ago, they was talking about that Ryan was the Fab Five. He was part of the Fab Five, right? And at the time, Devin Haney still just had his WBC title. So they was putting Ryan Garcia above Haney based off star power. They were saying Ryan Garcia, based off star power, was ahead of Devin Haney, who actually had a belt. So it was T.O., and then I think they was putting Lomachenko or something like that, Ryan Garcia, and then who else was in there? I forgot who they put like fourth or fifth, but you know they had them up there in the top five, the Fab Five, bro. They did. They had them up there in the Fab Five. Truth be told, man. And he definitely is not top five at 140 off of Emmanuel Targo and Javier Fortuna. Stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? Spencer Crawford are relevant in boxing without the fake shit. Until they lose to one another, they stay relevant. Yes, sir. Indeed, man. Indeed. I agree with that. But I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate you pulling up as always. Salute to everyone that was in the building. Remember, you know what I'm saying, to look at, if you still, trying to find out a little bit more information about the rhetoric that was out here about that BOK Prime shit, all you got to do is look at YSM Sports media interview he did with Steven Espinosa. And he asked him a straightforward question about, that situation that was with BOK Prime, and Espinosa answered the shit. It wasn't much that they brought to the table. It wasn't much of a discussion. He said the discussion was pretty much minuscule. It wasn't too much volume to it, as if some people was up here trying to portray. And I felt he was being genuine. I'm not saying it just to go at the person that I felt put out the bullshit. We know. Look, I told you that the phone conversation was an hour. I told y'all that. I wasn't just talking. Like, he act like he the only one that knows somebody that's attached to BOK Prime. That's what I love about it. Like, people think that they the only one that can get information. That's not the case, bro. But salute to y'all. Turn up and tune in the world class smiley.